Have you ever stopped to think about how money actually moves? When you get your paycheck, it's not an instantaneous event. It's a multi-day process involving banks, clearinghouses, and legacy systems built decades ago. The same is true when you swipe your card at a coffee shop. In a world of instant messages and overnight deliveries, our financial system often feels surprisingly slow and clunky. This delay isn't just an inconvenience. It represents trapped value, a system waiting for a modern upgrade. For years we've heard whispers and promises about how blockchain technology could change this, but the talk has often felt distant and abstract, confined to crypto-native circles. Now that conversation is getting louder and much closer to home. We are standing at a fascinating intersection where the theoretical power of decentralized finance is beginning to plug directly into the real-world financial plumbing that powers our daily lives. A quiet revolution is brewing, focused not on creating a new, separate financial world, but on upgrading the one we already use. The goal is simple yet profound: to make money move as fast as information. This isn't about speculative digital assets rocketing in value. It's about real utility, real adoption, and solving a problem that affects everyone who earns, spends, or sends money. This is the context for the excitement building around projects like Zebec Network. As of today, November 14, 2025, the crypto community is buzzing with anticipation for a major U.S. payments integration teased by the Zebec team for next week. While the details remain under wraps, the implications are enormous. We might be on the verge of witnessing a significant step toward a future where paychecks can be streamed by the second, where international payments settle in moments, not days, and where the line between traditional currency and digital assets becomes almost invisible. This isn't just a story for crypto enthusiasts, it's a story about the future of work, commerce, and personal finance. The reason this moment feels different is its focus on infrastructure. For a long time, the crypto space has been criticized for building solutions for problems that don't exist, creating closed-loop ecosystems with little connection to the outside world. What we're seeing now is a shift toward building bridges. The projects gaining traction are those that understand they don't need to replace Visa, MasterCard, or the banking system overnight. Instead, they can integrate with them, using blockchain's efficiency to supercharge existing rails. This pragmatic approach is what turns a niche technology into a mainstream utility, and it's why everyone should be paying attention to what happens next. So, what exactly is Zebec Network? In the simplest terms, Zebec is a financial technology protocol that enables the continuous and real-time streaming of payments. Imagine turning on a tap, but instead of water, it's money flowing out. Instead of receiving a lump sum paycheck every 2 weeks, an employee could see their salary stream into their account every single second they are on the clock. This concept, known as streaming finance, is Zebec's core innovation. It's built on fast and efficient blockchains like Solana but is designed to be multi-chain, allowing it to operate across different networks and connect with traditional financial systems. The network is powered by its native token, Zbcn. It's crucial to understand that Zbcn is not just a speculative asset. It is designed to be a utility token that fuels the entire ecosystem. Think of it as the oil that lubricates the machinery of the Zebec network. Transactions on the network, whether it's setting up a payment stream or processing a transaction, require a small amount of Zbcn as a gas fee. The token is also used for governance, allowing holders to vote on the future direction of the protocol. Furthermore, it can be staked by users to help secure the network in exchange for rewards, creating an incentive for long-term participation. Beyond its technical function, the Zbcn token is being integrated into Zebec's real-world products. For example, users of the Zebec card, a crypto debit card, can receive cashback rewards in the form of Zbcn. This creates a direct link between everyday spending and participation in the network. The team has also implemented a deflationary mechanism where a tiny portion of Zbcn from every transaction fee is burned or permanently removed from circulation. Over time, as transaction volume on the network grows, this mechanism is designed to reduce the total supply of Zbcn, potentially creating value for holders. This thoughtful token design connects the token's success directly to the network's adoption. At its heart, Zebec is aiming to become a foundational layer for PayFi, or payments finance, a sector projected to be worth over $35 billion in 2025. The project has already processed over $300 million in annual payroll and serves over 50,000 monthly users, proving its model has traction. It's not just a white paper with big ideas, it's a functioning system with real users and real volume. By focusing on practical applications like payroll, treasury management, and cross-border payments, Zebec is positioning itself not as a disruptor seeking to burn down the old system, but as an enabler building the tools for a more efficient financial future for everyone. The phrase major U.S. payments integration is intentionally vague, but that's what makes the impending announcement so electrifying. It suggests a significant leap from the crypto world into the mainstream American financial system. To understand what this could mean, let's consider how money works today. Your employer probably uses a payroll service to process salaries, which then sends instructions to banks via the Automated Clearinghouse, or ACH, network. This system is reliable but slow, often taking 2 to 3 business days to settle. A major integration could mean Zebec is about to plug its real-time streaming technology into one of these core pillars of U.S. finance. One strong possibility is a direct partnership with a massive payroll processor or a payment network. Imagine if a company that provides payroll services to millions of American workers were to embed Zebec's technology. This wouldn't require businesses or employees to suddenly become crypto experts. Instead, an employee could simply see a new option in their payroll portal, get paid by the second. Ticking that box would activate a Zebec stream, converting USDC, a stablecoin pegged to the US dollar, into dollars that land in their bank account instantly via new, faster payment rails like the Federal Reserve's FedNow service. This would be a game changer for gig workers, freelancers, and anyone living paycheck to paycheck. Another angle for this integration could be on the consumer spending side. Think about the infrastructure that powers the millions of card terminals in stores across the country. A partnership with a major payment processor like Worldpay, or a card network like Visa, could allow Zebec's technology to settle transactions for merchants instantly. Today, when you pay with a card, the merchant often waits days to receive the funds. With Zebec, a customer could pay with USDC from a digital wallet, and the merchant would receive the equivalent US dollars in their bank account in near real time. This would dramatically improve cash flow for businesses, large and small. Ultimately, the significance of this announcement lies in its potential to bridge the last mile of crypto payments. For years, the challenge has been converting digital assets into spendable fiat currency without friction, high fees, or delays. A major U.S. payments integration suggests that Zebec may have solved a critical piece of this puzzle on a massive scale. It moves the needle from crypto you can hold to crypto you can live on. Whether it's through payroll, retail payments, or another vector, this integration promises to connect blockchain's efficiency directly to the bank accounts and merchant terminals that form the backbone of the U.S. economy. The speculation surrounding Zebec's next big move isn't happening in a vacuum. It's built on a solid foundation of existing partnerships that already connect Zebec to the heart of the traditional financial system. One of the most significant is the collaboration with Kotapay, a U.S. payments processor that handles over $1 trillion in transactions annually. Announced in August 2025, this partnership was a masterstroke. It gives Zebec the ability to execute ACH transfers with every single bank in the United States, effectively creating a universal on-ramp and off-ramp between the Zebec protocol and the traditional banking world. This isn't a theoretical connection, it's a live working integration. This Kotapay partnership also provides a crucial link to the Federal Reserve's own payment systems, including FedWire and, most importantly, FedNow. Launched in 2023, FedNow is the Federal Reserve's instant payment service, enabling 24/7, 365 settlement for participating financial institutions. By plugging into FedNow via Kotapay, Zebec can take a stream of USDC payments on-chain and convert them into an instant fiat payment pushed directly to a recipient's bank account. This single integration transforms Zebec from a crypto-to-crypto payment tool into a powerful crypto-to-fiat disbursement engine, all while using the rails built and trusted by the Federal Reserve itself. On the consumer-facing side, Zebec has already established a key partnership with MasterCard. This collaboration resulted in the launch of the Zebec Card, a crypto-powered debit card that allows users to spend their digital assets anywhere MasterCard is accepted. This is a crucial piece of the utility puzzle. It means that funds streamed via Zebec aren't trapped in a digital wallet. They can be used to buy groceries, pay bills, or withdraw cash from an ATM. The card program is already expanding, with a scheduled update on November 17th set to double its coverage and add more countries, further blurring the lines between crypto balances and everyday purchasing power. Beyond these headline partnerships, Zebec has been methodically weaving itself into the fabric of the payments industry. It works with payroll providers like Azure, which serves over 2 million workers, and has an upcoming integration with Zero Hash to broaden its on-ramp capabilities. The project is also working towards full compliance with ISO 20022, the global messaging standard for financial transactions. This standard allows for richer data to be attached to payments, automating processes like KYC and AML, and enabling seamless cross-border interoperability. These are not flashy moves, but they are the essential, foundational steps required to build a financial protocol that institutions can trust and adopt at scale. With the announcement of a major U.S. payments integration just days away, the community has been working overtime to connect the dots and predict Zebec's next move. The speculation isn't random, it's based on Zebec's strategic positioning, existing infrastructure, and even the professional backgrounds of its advisory board. 3 names in particular keep surfacing as potential partners, each of which would represent a monumental step forward for the network and for the broader adoption of crypto payments. The possibilities range from payroll dominance to retail payment settlement and global fund disbursement, and the evidence for each is compelling. The most talked about possibility is a partnership with ADP, the payroll processing behemoth. ADP handles payroll for approximately 1 in 6 American workers, processing nearly $3 trillion annually. An integration here would be the ultimate validation of Zebec's payroll streaming technology. It could embed Zebec as an option within ADP's widely used Workforce Now platform, giving millions of employees the option for real-time wages. The rumor gains credibility from the fact that 2 of Zebec's top 5 advisors are reportedly former C-suite executives from ADP. This kind of insider connection and expertise is invaluable and suggests that conversations at the highest level are, at the very least, a plausible scenario. Another tantalizing prospect is an integration with Visa, specifically through its Visa Direct platform. Visa Direct is a push-to-card payment network that can send funds to over 4 billion endpoints globally in near real time. For Zebec, this would be the ACH killer. It would allow businesses to use Zebec's rails to instantly pay gig workers, disburse insurance claims, or process cross-border remittances directly to a recipient's existing Visa card. There are reports of a live pilot on Circle's testnet that already involves Zebec, Visa, and State Street, lending significant weight to this theory. Such a partnership would position Zebec as a critical piece of infrastructure for the future of global instant disbursements. The third major contender is FIS and its merchant acquiring arm, Worldpay. Worldpay is a giant in the retail payment space, providing settlement services for over 1 million retailers and processing a staggering volume of transactions. An integration would allow these merchants to accept USDC payments via Zebec's point-of-sale systems, like its Zbcn terminal, and receive instant USD settlement in their bank accounts. This would solve a major pain point for merchants, waiting days for card payments to clear, while opening up a new payment method. Connecting Zebec's real-time rails to Worldpay's immense retail network would catapult crypto payments from a niche hobby to a mainstream commercial reality. While the excitement around Zebec and its potential is palpable, it is essential to maintain a balanced perspective and acknowledge the significant challenges that lie ahead. The path from innovative technology to mass market adoption is never a straight line, especially in a sector as heavily regulated and entrenched as finance. The most groundbreaking partnership announcement means little if the underlying infrastructure, regulatory environment, and user behavior aren't ready to support it. For Zebec, success will depend not only on its technology but also on its ability to navigate these external hurdles. First, there is the challenge of network dependency and adoption. Zebec's powerful integration with the FedNow service, for example, is only as strong as the FedNow network itself. While growing rapidly, FedNow is still in its early stages. As of mid-2025, only about 1,000 of the nearly 10,000 financial institutions in the U.S. are live on the network. For Zebec's instant fiat settlement to become truly universal, the vast majority of banks and credit unions will need to complete their own onboarding process. This is a gradual, institution-by-institution effort that is largely outside of Zebec's control and will take time to fully mature. regulatory uncertainty remains a persistent cloud over the entire crypto industry. While Zebec has been proactive, acquiring companies to secure EU MiCA compliance and designing its systems to align with standards like ISO 20202, the US regulatory landscape is a complex patchwork. Clear guidance on stablecoins, money transmission licenses, and the classification of digital assets is still evolving. Any major integration with a traditional financial giant like ADP or Visa will be subject to intense scrutiny from regulators. Navigating this environment will require immense legal and compliance resources and the patience to move at the speed of government, not the speed of startups. Finally, there is the challenge of user adoption and token volatility. Even with the most seamless integration, there is a learning curve and a trust barrier to overcome. Businesses and individuals need to be convinced of the benefits of a new payment system. Furthermore, while the Zbcn token is designed for utility, its market price remains volatile, which can be a deterrent for institutional partners and everyday users who are wary of price fluctuations. Building trust, educating the market, and demonstrating long-term stability are crucial steps that will require sustained effort. The technology may be ready, but changing habits and perceptions is a marathon, not a sprint. As we stand on the cusp of Zebec's anticipated announcement, it's easy to get lost in the technical details of blockchain, stablecoins, and payment rails. But it's worth taking a step back to remember what this is all about. This isn't just a story about a crypto project and its token price. It's a story about the evolution of money itself and how we interact with it every single day. The changes being pioneered by Zebec and others in the PayFi space have the potential to directly impact your financial life, whether you consider yourself a crypto person or not. This is about making our financial systems work better for the people they are meant to serve. Think about your own paycheck. For most of us, it arrives in a lump sum, forcing us to budget meticulously to make it last until the next payday. This artificial scarcity, imposed by an outdated payment cycle, creates stress and fragility. The concept of streaming salaries, of being paid for your time the second you earn it, could smooth out that financial volatility. It could mean the end of waiting, the end of timing bill payments, and the beginning of a more fluid and intuitive relationship with your earnings. This isn't a futuristic fantasy. It is the logical next step for payroll in a digital real-time world. Beyond payroll, this technology promises to rewire commerce. For small business owners, waiting days for customer payments to settle can be the difference between success and failure. Instant settlement of transactions improves cash flow, reduces the need for business loans, and allows for more dynamic inventory and financial management. For consumers, it opens the door to a more efficient and global payment system, where sending money across borders is as easy and cheap as sending an email. These are not marginal improvements. They are fundamental upgrades to the engine of our economy. The coming days will be telling. Whether the rumored partnership is with ADP, Visa, Worldpay, or another entity entirely, the announcement will signal a crucial step in the journey of turning blockchain from a speculative technology into an essential utility. It's a reminder that the most powerful innovations are often the ones that work quietly in the background, making our existing systems faster, fairer, and more efficient. So, as we watch to see what unfolds, remember that this isn't just news for traders and technologists. This is a glimpse into the future of how you will earn, spend, and manage your money. The rumbling is getting louder.